Poker Tonight is brought to you by Bluff Magazine, the world's leading poker publication. Welcome back to Poker Tonight. I'm Scott Huff, and alongside me is Joe Sebok. Now, there's a lot going on in the poker world besides what's happening on the felt. There's so many good stories. How do you decide which ones to cover? Well, we won't. We'll let fate decide for us. What we have in front of me right here are 4 items of poker news. We've got no more than a minute each to cover as many as we can, and we are totally in the dark. It is all in blind. All right, Siebes, you kick us off.
All right, here we go. Number 1. Matt Savage's new re-entry format drew almost 5,000 players and hit the $1 million guarantee in the first 3 days with only a $335 buy-in. So, which is more likely to hit $1 million first? The next re-entry prize pool, or should he return to terrestrial radio, Howard Stern's FCC violations?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Howard Stern is going back to terrestrial radio. But if he does, it's definitely going to be Stern's terrestrial violations for the FCC, for sure. Because to shock people, this guy is going to have to do so much more than he did before. He's been on satellite. I'm going with Stern.
I agree with a lot of what you said, but overall, you're definitely wrong. This new tournament that Matt Savage has kicked off is unbelievable. People are going to be into it. They're going to fall in love with it. It may find its way over to the World Series. You never know how these things work. It happens a lot. Stern is a nut job, but this is going to be the bigger one.
All right. Topic number 2.
All right.
President Barack Obama was officially invited to play in the Irish Poker Open due to his Irish-sounding last name. Who's more likely to show up as a guest, President Obama to the Irish Poker Open or Conan O'Brien on any show with Jay Leno?
I think I have to go with President Obama. I mean, we all know that he's not Irish, obviously, but there's always that, situation where he wants to reach out to other nations. He wants to make sure that we're making friends with them. So I think that's the logical choice. I'm going to go with the president.
Right. It's logical to think that a president mired in difficulties right now is going to play in a poker tournament. You're right. That's logical. No, I mean, I think the logical answer here is Conan O'Brien is more likely to show up on Jay Leno's Tonight Show. It would be huge ratings for them. But in the end, I think neither of these things are going to happen.
You're probably right. You're always with Coco. So we already knew where that one was going to go right out of the gate. Here we go. Card Player Player of the Year, UB.net player, and recent Poker Tonight guest, Eric Basebaldy Baldwin, donated $200,000 to his alma mater, University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, in order to put lights on their baseball diamond. So, bigger gift to the state of Wisconsin. That, or Brett Favre embarrassing himself with his locker room rendition of Pants on the Ground.
I thought you were going to say embarrassing himself in the NFC Championship game, although I don't think it was an embarrassing effort. But it was clearly the biggest gift to the state of Wisconsin this month, was just seeing him get knocked out, not having him get in there and get that glory that he obviously wanted when he came back. So I'm going to go with Brett Favre, although if you're putting me to one of those two, the Pants on the Ground rendition was pretty bad compared to the American Idol version.
I don't know. That final interception was pretty embarrassing as well to give the game away. I think you have to go with Eric Basebaldy Baldwin. I mean, this is a young kid, gone into poker, made a lot of money. Now he's going back to the community that he grew up in, went to school in. He's trying to give something back. I don't think you can really fault that. For me, that has to be it.
All right, well, we're out of time, unfortunately. Question 4 will have to remain sealed forever. Or at least until the next time. All right, prepare to go blind yourself from Laughter with Dana Workman and the weekly Misdeal, brought to you by Bluff Magazine, the world's leading poker publication.
Welcome to the weekly Misdeal. This is your one-stop shop for all poker's meanest headlines, from soup to the nuts. A Michigan man was arrested last week for holding an illegal poker game with topless dealers and advertising for it on Craigslist. In order to cut all you guys off at the pass, I will now attempt to recite every topless poker double entendre ever in existence. Stacked, bust, pair, top pair, big pair, can I get a rack, full house, and always take the breast of it. The Rio, home of the World Series of Poker, turned 20 years old this week, but next year the hotel plans to celebrate its 21st birthday in Vegas. One of TJ Cloutier's World Series of Poker bracelets is being sold on eBay. How much is it going for? Well, similar to most final table deals, the item is free, but the shipping will cost you. Sega, the video game company, is stepping into the online gaming world with a casino and a poker room. But if you want the best deal, be sure to enter this sign-up code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, start. And if you really want to hit home, just stick your tongue as far out to the left as you can. I'm Dana Workman, and this has been your weekly Miss Deal, pulling this show out of the muck since 2009.
All right, thanks, Dana. The results of the Absolute Poker.net College Challenge coming up. Poker Tonight, back after this.
How would you like a free seat, all your travel expenses paid, and the chance to hang out with me at the 2010 World Series of Poker main event? It's the Poker2Nite Pro Challenge, and it's totally free. UB.net is giving away 2 packages every week. If you win, you will also be coached by me or Annie Duke. But honestly, why wouldn't you want me, Phil Hellmuth? To be eligible, just head over to UB.net and sign up using the bonus code Poker2Nite. The Poker2Nite Pro Challenge, brought to you by UB.net.
Poker Tonight has been brought to you by UB.net. Welcome back to Poker Tonight. I'm Scott Huff, and alongside me is poker professional Joe Sebok.
Last week, we announced the final table for the AbsolutePoker.net College Challenge. They asked yours truly to commentate the event, where entrants fought through several online free rolls to win a trip to Los Angeles. Once here, with family and friends watching from home via live internet webcast, these up-and-coming poker players battled it out for $10,000 in school tuition. Each of these young players showed some real skill as they dealt with the pressure of making a run at 10 grand. Eventually, the 5 became 3, and not long after that, it got down to heads up between upstate New York's Greg Sebok and Mike Hofer from Phoenix, Arizona. Both gave it the old college try, but eventually, Hofer's ace-9 was good enough to win the final hand as he took home the grand prize.
I felt very comfortable. The competition kind of surprised me. They were all very competent players, so hats off to them. They all played a very good game. It's just amazing that we were able to turn a small investment into a brick of cash. It's really cool.
And there's 10 grand to put towards your education, Mike, because we know being a poker player can be tougher than it looks sometimes.
Congratulations again to Mike Hofer and Siebes. That kind of made me long for my college days. Make you miss Berkeley?
It did kind of make me miss Berkeley and long for the college days being around those guys. Sort of a fun fact about Berkeley, Ali Najad from Poker After Dark fame and Prahlad Friedman, well-known poker player in his own right, both went to Berkeley at the same time I did.
Just churning out pros up there at Berkeley. That's all the time we have for Poker Tonight. Join us again next week, but in the meantime, be sure to check us out on UB.net for more information on the Poker Tonight Pro Challenge. Thanks again to our guest, Mike the Mouth Matasso. Thank you for Dana Workman and Joe Sebok. This is Scott Huff saying, keep our seats open.